This is Aidyn Chronicles, the first Mage, one of the 3 RPGs that were on the system. The others, of course, being Paper Mario and, well, I guess Quest 64 is more of an action RPG. Never mind. Sure. Yeah, Western developed RPG for the N64 that, like, nobody remembers, pretty much. Including me. Let's see, I ended up with a copy of this because the news site I was working for didn't have anybody else who, like, had a N64 memory card lying around to play it and do a review. So someone just gave me his copy of it. I was like, oh, you want this back? And after I finished it, it's like, no, I really don't. So, okay. What a weird intro. So, like, I think I've demonstrated that, like, this system could handle some pretty good looking stuff when people understood their limitations. If people couldn't understand the limitations, you have something that was like this. This is all just one intro, huh? But it's really impressive comparing, like, this to Zelda, right? Because, like, Ocarina of Time, you barely even notice it's, like, super low poly. It really has a nice aesthetic going on. The world seems really big and vast and full of stuff. And here it's just like we can barely make this chef exist. And this knight guy looks like he's like a Warcraft 3 unit. But we can always spare polygons for boobs. And super pinched waists. Gotta have your priorities and all. But yeah, speaking of boobs, if I'd been able to continue that Conquer playthrough, you find the bee's husband, and that's good because that lets the bee pollinate the flower, and then the flower lets you use her giant breasts as a trampoline to get to another platform. I think this is after you fight the Terminator haystack. It's a real, like, fever dream of a game. And then you, like, go lava circling with cavemen after you, like, pee on them to not be on fire or something like that. It's been a while. Anyway, like, this intro is still just this intro. Like, we were just, like, getting all our plot out of the way right now. This looks like gameplay. Maybe. This looks like the least convincing forest ever. It's more of a 5 foot by 5 foot room with tree wallpaper and one tree and a treasure chest. Let's open that treasure chest, shall we? That's a UI. Ooh, it's a really stiff run, and like, I'm not blaming that on the frame rate. But yeah, like back in the day, I never really gave this much of a shot. Largely because, like, I mean, look at this. This is a game whose reach clearly far outstrips its grasp. Like, its grasp is pretty generally pathetic. We've got a lot of dialogue. Dialogue's cheap at this point in time. But like we can't budget for environments. This is the thing. It was a very stage play vibe. And fundamentally, this is still an intro. It's very, very, very stiff run. Oh. Okay, we got combat going on. We got our circle of potential movement, I guess. Perform like a bard. There we go. I did a combat. Oh. Well, I know that the subtitle is the first mage, but I guess I'll just say this later then. That weirdly stiff, like clearly a frame missing walk. Yeah, this guy move as far as I can. Hit Z. The rat also move. The rat also hit Z. And the rat gets an issue on the second round, gets a chance to attack me. Then I hit it back. And like this really doesn't feel like a finished game. It feels like a tech demo. Got like no music, no real character models, no real environments. It's kind of a proof of concept. But it does have one thing going for it, which just rename my character anytime. That's nice. I'm trying to remember if it's like on just the title screen by default.